guys, welcome back to Three Old Tech Dudes. I'm Timmy. I'm going to try to do a quick episode today because we got a cool item here, but I don't know that it warrants a full episode. Got my hands on a Sears C1 calculator. It's a very old calculator, has the original dust cover from what I can find online, about 1972. You see, it's quite clean. It looks really nice. So it doesn't have a lot of scratches. The person I got from said it used to sit next to her dad's computer when she was a kid, so he must have used it a lot. Might be some blemishes in the display there. You can kind of see the bubble there. That's maybe a problem. 801.5800 model. Kind of neat. So tell you what, let's fire this thing up, see if she goes. Cut the lights so we can see better here, maybe. Oh, neat. Yeah, it looks like it may work, but the display has some problems. Get you guys in close there. Let's see. Yeah, how about that? Let's divide that by 2, huh? Enter. Seems like it basically works. Multiply by 2 should give us back to 8. Yeah. By 4. So we've got some segments out on the display, but seems like all of our brains are alive here. Well, if we do 9999 divided by 0, what happens? We get 2 dots there. Must be how it indicates an error. Yeah, it does it too if you go too many digits in. Interesting. Okay. You have to clear it. 100 minus 25%. Yeah, I'm not sure what the result was there. Anyway, kind of a neat item. See if we can find the Sears catalog real quick from about that time. Get an idea what it cost new, maybe. It's kind of a neat piece of old tech. Very fitting for Three Old Tech Dudes. Thought you guys would enjoy it here. Let's look up some info on it. Okay, I did come up with this in the 1973 Sears Spring Summer catalog. So I didn't see it in 72, but it may have been there. I didn't have a chance to look through each catalog, but we'll throw this in here, what I found now. It says there was a pocket-sized model. I don't see the model on that. It may be here. Then we had the AC powered desk model, the C1, for $98.95, and then there was also a battery powered model, which this may be it, I'm not sure, because it does look like it has a service door on the back, so curious about that. We'll pop that open and have a look here in just a minute. So yeah, this dates to the early mid 70s, so it sold for almost $100. Of course, this was a pretty nice thing to have. It wasn't a mechanical adding machine. It's fully LCD based calculator, so that's really cool. Yeah, pretty much functions like a modern one. So 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 12, 16, I'm sorry, yeah, 32, 64, 128. Perfect. Kind of hard to read, but I think that's what it says, right? Oh yeah. Very cool. So I think we'll pop the cover off this and just see what's inside, because this is Three Old Tech Dudes, and that's, you know, what you do when you're Three Old Tech Dudes. Okay, let's have a look here. Curious what's behind this, since it can be serviced. What's that all about? Does this door come off? Well, it sure looks like it does. It slides. cool. What we got in here? Maybe not the battery model, huh? Got a power transformer and switch. Doesn't look like there's any spot for a battery. But apparently there was a battery version of this. Unless it was just speaking of the smaller one. Let's see if we can dig in a little deeper. Don't worry, we will reassemble this. Don't like to destroy these old artifacts in any way. But I definitely want to know what makes them tick. And we do it here on the channel so you can find that, see that yourself. Okay. What else we got? We got any screws back here in the case? We do. Couple of them. Hold on to that. Come on. See if that's enough. Yep. Oh, this is cool. Okay, I'm going to pop these screws out, I think. Gently detach this connector. Boy, this thing is clean. I'll leave that be for now. I think that gets us loose from the power supply. And a backlight. Look, it just has an analog light bulb for the backlight. That's cool. Maybe that's what the service door is for, is to replace that. How neat. Okay. Let's pop this free here. Carefully, carefully. Kind of want to see what kind of discrete circuits are involved here. It was an emerging time in semiconductors, the late 60s and early 70s. They really got into some modern moments, kind of like what's there today. Okay, we got spacers here. Got to be careful of that. I want to remember that. Spacers. Maybe I can just loosen these two, because they've got knockouts on those sides of the board. Definitely want to be gentle. Yeah, oh wow. That's something. I have a matrix button deal here, as I'm sure you can see. So I don't want to disturb that much, because those kind of, I mean, I think they're solidly attached now. But look at the display. It's just a see-through LCD. That is super cool. And look at these early ICs. Look at those. (10417 PB), 10661 PA, 7243, 10417 PB. We can assume the 7243 is 1972 43rd week, maybe. That's how a lot of these are labeled in modern times. Otherwise, that's the whole functionality. Not a whole lot to it. Like, all the functionality must be in these ICs. Otherwise, you just have a capacitor, a couple of transistors, and resistors. And the keypad setup, so, which it must be like a scanning matrix there. So wow, we'll button this back up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This thing is cool. Well, I'll show you a clip of it, but back together to prove it. Here we are, back in one piece. Moment of truth. There it is. Make sure you can see it. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clear 9 0 0 0 0 0 0 divided by, I don't know, 9. Oh. There you go. So don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Would be curious. I'm sure this is unobtainium to find a screen that would work on this or to repair that, but it is really cool. That's the only thing that would make it cooler was if it was Nixie tubes. But it's a very early calculator within the first year or two of Sears offering electronic calculators at all. So, very neat. Till next episode, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with us here on 3 Old Tech Dudes. Please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more tech old and new, tinkering at the workbench, repairs, ham radio, electronics, computers, and more. Please like this video and share 3OTD with your friends to help us grow the channel. We tweet at 3 Old Tech Dudes 1 on Twitter, and you can keep up with us on Facebook. Just search for 3OTD and look for our logo. Thanks so much for watching.